Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, brothers and sisters all over the world. And yes, I am talking to each and every one of you all over the world. Good morning. Okay, how you guys doing? Listen, today is Christmas here in the great country of Tanzania. And Christmas is Western, W kind of holiday situation, and that's good. I grew up with that, and it has some benefits where you can make kids happy. Of course, there's still the economic element, like I told you, we're going to always talk about the economic element where selling you a whole lot of product during this season, moving merchandise. And what I've been able to kind of understand is pretty much throughout the year, they have embedded throughout the calendar year, where I'm from, America, and not where I'm from, but where I grew up and where I live. All of these various holidays, almost each month, each season, and it's a particular holiday, and associated with that holiday is some traditional business transaction, some economic transaction where you're going to have to purchase something, buy something, do something, like Christmas, and starting for us at the end of October, after we just had Halloween, and you're buying a bunch of candy and buying a bunch of costumes, and you're having parties, and then you buy the things associated with the party. Well, it's the same way with Christmas. So anyway, I'm here, and I'm about to go out because I made some videos. I showed you that there was a hotel row, and in the hotel row, it's kind of a gathering spot. A lot of young people come to have fun, and that's beautiful. Seeing young people get together, having fun, seeing anybody get together, have fun, is a fantastic thing to witness. So I'm getting ready. I'm headed out to go do that. Now, it's hot. It's beautiful. Remember, I told you I'm in paradise. And in paradise, one of the beautiful things about paradise is it's hot. Where I'm from, I spent 6 months in the cold, 6 months in the winter. Very, very hot here, and I love it. I was made to withstand it, You were made to withstand it. All the people that look like me and you, we were made to withstand it. So we're getting ready. Once I get to, all right, just coming outside just for a minute here. All right, once I get to the area, we're gonna give you a couple of shots. Gonna let you see what it looks like in the daytime, during the day, on Christmas Day. Gonna let you see what it looks like in the daytime. And then, gonna get you a good night shot, see what the activity is like in the evening on Christmas. And then after that, we're gonna wind it up, wrap it up. So you can look forward to those videos. Should be nice here. Oh, it feels good out here. I think what I'm gonna do, everybody, is in the next few days, next few weeks, I'm going to try to get me a good little dose of this sun on my skin, see if I can't get a little darker, a little chocolate, or a little crisper. See if I can do it. Maybe I can get like my shirt. Be beautiful, like a little chocolate candy bar, I love that, by the way. It's fantastic. So okay, here at the compound, about to go out. Gotta tell you, last night I was up making quite a few videos. I love you guys. I love you guys. And I just really want you to understand, I appreciate everything that you say in the comments. I try to read as many of them as I can. I try to respond to as many of them as I can, because it's important to know what you're thinking. It's important to know what you're doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue to do that. If I do not respond to a comment, please know, more than likely I've read it, just really haven't had a time to respond because of the business activity, the life activity, the children, life, and all of that. So I'll just go in and I'll try to hit like a thumbs up to let you know that I did see it. And you know, my concern is that as we move forward, you know, and we get more comments or things like that, that I may not be able to keep up with the volume of them. And I don't want you guys to get discouraged, because I value those comments. I value your input. And a lot of times people are very helpful with the information that they provide. So don't stop doing that. And even if it gets to a point where I'm unable to answer all of them, that's okay too. As long as you know that, no, it's not that I don't want to. So what I'll do is I will probably do a video like this, where I'm just coming out telling you I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. And some videos have information in it that I think I should respond to. In some cases, it's videos where you guys are expressing a concern for me and my family, and I appreciate that. And so I try to address those issues so that you know we're okay, we're safe, and we're good. I remember listening to one of the young ladies, the Bags, out in Black Acres of the Gambia, and I was fortunate enough to have, I think we did a live chat, and she responded to one of my questions. And I was talking about, you know, coming here, and we you know, you have moments where it's uncertain. You don't really know if you're going to be able to survive. And it's early on, and even now, it still arises. But she said something to me that I felt, and so it helped confirm in me that maybe my feelings are valid, and that is any place in the great continent, the great motherland of Africa, is better than where we came from. Any place. Not that there aren't wonderful things here in Tanzania, because Tanzania, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. The people here are fantastic. The land is fantastic. And I have to say, I want everybody to understand, everywhere you go, people are people. And people are dealing in a system, as I told you before, controlled by a group of people that don't look like us. And that system has been in place for a number of decades. So every time you go to a particular society, the effects of that system are present in the society. So there's no way I would ever sit back and talk about how a great African nation, the great African continent, has pitfalls or downfalls and things like that, and then leaving it left to the imagination that over there in W land, W world, things are all fantastic. It's just not the case. It's just not the case. The mythology and the propaganda that these people put forth to project onto other people around the world, that where they come from, where they live, and how they do things, is just beautiful. You know, best, and it's just simply not true. Okay. Now, some of us, me, I've just first time in my life had the opportunity to leave there to come and see some other place. And when you do that, then you know then that no, everything they've been telling me wasn't true. Everything they were telling me, it just really wasn't true. I just give you guys an idea, and I'm gonna let you go because I gotta get ready to go to get this video for you. But I'm from Michigan. In the United States, one of the largest cities, predominantly majority of the people African American. That's what they tell us, African American. Not for me, we're Africans, period. We're just African people living in America, African people living in China, African people living in Germany. Over there, They just listed on the news maybe a couple of weeks ago that there was a shooting by a boy. And he went and he killed some of his classmates and shot them up in the school and all of that. This is what they said, okay? And so when this happened, they kind of advertise it or promote it on the news, talk about it, and then they kind of pull it back and all that. But what I'm pointing out to you, their society, a society that generates and creates the conditions for this type of violence, this type of behavior to be so commonplace. That's not here. That's not here. But if we're not careful, if we imitate these people, believing that everything that these people say is the best way and the right way, when clearly their history, it's not me, their history, their present history, their past history, and no doubt their future, it's clear that these types of things are being brought about by conditions determined and put forward by them. Now, I'm telling you, this is going to always be a part of what you hear me talk about. It's going to always be that way because we have to deal with what I talked about in the beginning, truth or death. Now, if we don't tell the truth, it's going to lead to death because the system that these people have put forth is so harsh that it's creating the conditions for that little boy to do what he did. Okay? Now, that's not here in the motherland. No, people here are very peaceful. Part of how we ended up in the situation we're in as a people all over the world is because we were very loving and kind and wonderful people, and we are. And we're going to remain that way. We just have to keep in mind that as we are wonderful, loving, kind, caring people, there are people out there who are not. And you cannot continue to, do the same things over and over again and get the same results and think, well, all of a sudden something's going to be different. So we have to protect ourselves, and we have to protect our children, and we have to do those things necessary to provide for our prosperity. So that's pretty much it, everybody. So again, thanks, appreciate you, and let's go ahead and all try to get that uhuru.